My Club Couture today. So we are going to I've already opened it, so I can't say we're going to open it, but we are going to do our club transfer today. And what Chalk Couture does is put out a monthly club, and we're going to put our transfer onto a chalkboard. And what the club is a monthly transfer. It's different every month. You get the transfer, and I'll go ahead and show it to you. Hey, Kathleen. You get the transfer in this pretty envelope. And this one this month is called Oh, What Fun, and it is Christmas based. You also get the PDF directions on how to do it, and you get 3 chalk paste colors, and this month's colors were Candy Apple, Meadow, and Sage. And it also uses some white. So the chalk paste singles are just single-use chalk in a pouch, and what I'm going to use is just use my full-size jars, and it is $19.99 a month. And it's a minimum of 3 months. You can cancel anytime, but they are awesome. You won't want to cancel it because it's a lot of fun. It's a surprise every month delivered to your mailbox. So what I have is this chalk surface, and it is the 10 by 10 square. They run a big special on these chalkboards with Chalk Couture, and they are sold out. They are going to replace this with a different product, but this is what I have. And what I'm going to do are, they are reversible, and we are going to do the opposite side. So this is one of the transfers that Chalk Couture sells, and it's called Shoot for the Moon. And it is done, I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it is done in the gold shimmer paste. So we are going to do the back side of this with Oh, What Fun. So what you want to do is take your transfer from the cellophane pouch, and it has cut lines, and you can see them here. This is how you're going to trim your transfer and separate it. And I am using the Chalk Couture trimmers, and I am just going to separate my transfer on the cut lines. And like I said, your monthly club transfer comes once a month. It's usually shipped out on the 1st. It's $19.99 plus tax, and shipping is included. And you get 3 chalk paste. You get a PDF directions on how to do it. It also has a link to a video. So if you are the type of person that likes to watch videos and follow along with the video, they give you a link on a video. So what I do first is cut my transfer apart. I write on the back what the transfer is. Oh, what fun. And then this one came with a bird. So I'm going to write bird. And then on these particular leaves, they're kind of the similar. So I write 1 and 2. And I write the 1 and 2 on the back. So what that does is whenever I take these off the backer, when it's written on the back, it lets me know that this is the back side, so I don't put it back on the wrong side. And then I have a leaf. So I'm going to put 3, 4, 5, and 6. That way they're all about the same size, and that way I don't get them confused. 5 and 6. So we're going to start with the largest transfer, and you're going to want to fuzz your transfer to get some of the sticky off. And this is the Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth, and we're going to take it off the backing, and we're going to put some fuzz on the back of this backing so it's less sticky, so it'll be a little easier to get off of our chalkboard. This fuzzing cloth has a terry cloth side and it has a microfiber side. So the terry cloth side is your fuzzing side, and your microfiber side is how you dry your transfer, because these transfers are reusable, and that means you can use them over and over again. You just wash them with cool water, dry them, and put them back on your backer. And as you can see, my cloths are well loved. I probably should put them in the wash machine, and you just put them in the wash machine and dry them on your normal cycle, and it gets them clean. Hey Rissa, so what we're going to do is get this nice and straight and as even as we can. We're going to smooth out our bubbles that are underneath the transfer, and it feels like I've got something under here. So you want to make sure you don't have any big pieces of lint or I don't know what that was. That looked like actually a piece of wood. So you just want to smooth it to where you don't have any air bubbles underneath your silk screen area. And I'm just going to hold this up and make sure I've got it centered correctly. And I think there was a couple of people that come in late, so here is the one side, and we're just going to flip it over because most of Chalk Couture's surfaces are double-sided. So we're going to do a two-sided plaque. So I've got my white, and you're going to make sure it is a sour cream yogurt consistency. You're going to stir it up real good. And I'm going to use my small squeegee for this white. We have a small squeegee, we have a mini squeegee, and this tool that I use is also a squeegee, but it's called the multi-purpose tool. It stirs and helps you lay your chalk on your transfer, and then they also have the stir sticks. So what I'm going to do is take some white paste and just place it on my transfer and just drag it. And smoothing as I go. And I use all sides of my squeegee. I don't think there's really a right way or a wrong way. And I'm just going to smooth my paste out. And then I'm going to remove my excess and place whatever I'm not using back in my jar. Make sure there's no lines and no big clumps of paste. And then we're going to remove our transfer. So you're just going to peel and reveal. And you want to pull not from the corner like I just did, but from the middle. And pull it up. And then once you're through with this portion of it, you're going to put this in a water bath until you can go back and clean it. So while this is drying, I'm going to put this in a little tub of water so it can be soaking, so this doesn't dry on it and ruin my transfer. So I'll be right back. And I'll let y'all see my tub. This is just a little tub of water, and I got this tub at the Dollar Tree for $1. So, and it is well loved. The chalk paste has stained it a little bit, so I am just going to let this soak till I'm ready to go back and clean it. Harissa's saying her shipped today, so that is good. I'm excited. So this is not quite dry, so what you can do is you can use a hair dryer to dry your first layer. I am a crafter. I make greeting cards and stuff like that, and do some heat embossing. So I have a what they call a heat tool. And it's this. It does get really hot. It does not have a cool setting. So they recommend you use a dryer, a hair dryer, on the cool setting. So what I do is I use my embossing gun or my embossing tool, and I just hold it up away from it so it doesn't get too hot. So how you can tell this is dry is when it goes down, it is glossy. And when it's dry, it goes to a matte finish. So I'm just going to gently dry this, and then you can just lightly tap. See, that was a little sticky there. So when it's not tacky feeling, then you'll know it's dry. I love these swirls on here. I think they just did an awesome job this month on this transfer. I got it yesterday, and I really wanted to get to doing this transfer on here. So we're going to look at the picture, and it looks like they have the little bird sitting on top of the H. So I think we'll do the bird next. And I forget what this is. It almost looks like a quail. And I have my fuzzing cloth in front of me, so you can't see it, but that's what I'm doing, is I'm fuzzing my little bird. When you lay your transfers down on the first layer of chalk, you want to make sure that they're fuzzed pretty good so it doesn't pull your first layer of chalk up. So we're going to do this bird in red. And I have used this recently, so it's pretty good consistency. And I'm going to use my little mini squeegee. And you don't need much because he's not very big. And just apply your chalk, do a thin layer, and remove your excess. And then you're going to remove your transfer real slow. And then I'm going to put him in my water bath, sticky side up. And let me get the glare off so you can see. So there's the little bird. And we'll get him dried. And then we'll start on some leaves. And the chalk paste colors were candy apple, meadow, and sage. So it looks like they've put a leaf here. And this one looks a little dry. So we're going to add some water to it. Chalk Couture does have a water bottle, but I just recycled this one. And you just pump a little bit of distilled water, that's what they recommend, in your chalk paste when it's not the right consistency, and just re-moisten your chalk paste. But if you're just getting the club, your paste will come ready. You won't have to add water to it. And since this one is small, we can use the multi-purpose tool. And we're going to pick this leaf right back up and place it right back down quickly to add another leaf to it. You can do that if you do it quickly. Remove your excess, thin it out to where there's no lines in your screen area. Pick it up and move it to another area. And I will be going live on a channel called The Chalkets, Live with the Chalkets, and I will be doing a veterans project because Monday is Veterans Day. So I am planning on doing a thank you to our veterans for tomorrow's live. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to do another leaf down here, and I think we're going to be done with these leaves. these holly leaves. And I'm going to put that in my water bath. And then I'm going to dry these leaves. And I messed this one up. I laid it down without letting it dry, but it's okay. Now I think we're going to do the holly berries. Next. And since it is a very just small little dots, we're going to use our multi-purpose tool. Lay down our chalk and take our transfer up. And put some more holly berries up here where our holly leaves are. And put that in our water bath. And then we're probably through with the red. We're going to do some of these, I don't know what they're called, so they're like twigs. And we're just going to randomly place them different places. There's this one that's got a few more twigs with it. And we've got, these look like pine branches to me. We'll go ahead and lay those down since we're going to do some sage. Put one there. And one on this side to balance it out. And this is our color Sage. And use our mini squeegee with it. It looks still pretty good too, so we won't have to add anything to it. And I think I'm going to put one down here. And this is going to hang off the bottom a little bit, but that's okay. It can hang off the bottom. Let's turn this one around. And I'm just going to turn that one over on my desk for a minute because I'm not sure where I'm going to put any more on there. Then we're going to take a quick peek at it and see if everything looks balanced. And what I mean by balanced is, does it look pleasing to my eye? Do I have enough of these decorations to make it look beautiful? I think it's looking pretty good. I think I want a few more of those on here, so I think I'm done with these. I'm going to put these in the water bath. And I think it's just the hardest part is deciding where to put everything. I think I want to do another one up here and have these kind of connected. And I think we're done. That's how quick this project is. Oh, what fun. And I'll show you, I've got a little extra paste here, which I can just take a Q-tip, a moistened Q-tip, and just barely rub that right off. And here is a little place that when I took this transfer up, it pulled my little white up, and I'll just take my paintbrush and just barely tap it, and you won't even know. Matter of fact, what you can do is Chalk Couture also sells these chalk markers. And look, I just fixed it. I love these chalk markers. These chalk markers are a must-have as well, and they're pretty inexpensive. So there is our Club Couture for November. I'm excited to see what November brings. So if you are thinking about the Club Couture, this was November, and it's unbelievable. They get better and better and better every month. So I know December is probably going to be even more fabulous than this one. So I appreciate y'all joining me tonight and checking out Club Couture. My link is in the description of the video. Just click it and join. 3-month minimum. Cancel after 3 months, but I'm telling you, you won't want to. And then it's $19.99 a month. Transfer, reusable, 3 chalk pastes, and yeah, join in the fun. Bye, guys.